welcome back to the Conflict Hotline. What you say next can change the world, at least the relationship that you're in the moment. Now let's see. Here is Newt. Hi Newt, and hi Itzel. And I wanted to tell you, they're not actually a couple in real life. Maybe some of us might be sad that they're not, but they're not, because some people who viewed this program in the past, I guess you do it so well that people really thought you were a couple.
We argue well.
So they're not. And to prove it, they're going to play a completely different situation. We call it mind your own business. And they are in the supermarket, and Itzel is there with her child. And let's see what happens.
Would you just stop crying, or I'll really give you something to cry about?
Hi. I'm Don. Don. Hi. I wonder if you need some help at all.
You can help by minding your own business.
I'm guessing you're kind of frustrated.
Why are you still talking? This conversation's over.
Okay, thank you. This happens. You talk to somebody and they respond in this kind of way. You can help by minding your own business. And I see that you were tempted to keep talking. Mm-hmm. Did you like the result of continuing to talk?
Not yet.
But you're hopeful.
I was hopeful, yeah.
Okay, let's give it one more round. See if your hope has any. Continue in that vein and see if it really gets you the result that you want.
Along the same vein I was just taking.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really getting that you're kind of agitated with what's going on, and
Okay, so this is not going anywhere. Let's try to understand why. It looks like you're surprised because, when we study nonviolent communication, we learn that one of the things we want to do is connect with people empathically to understand where they're coming from. But that assumes some foundation of connection. In this moment, in this context, there's no connection. There's no reason for her to understand your gesture as an attempt to connect. She's not getting it that way. How are you hearing his attempt to support you?
Well, it seems to me that he's actually not hearing me at all. I just explained to him 2 times I didn't want to talk, I didn't want his help, and I felt like he wasn't understanding that. And I thought I was pretty clear, even if it wasn't in the most skillful way.
Did it feel to you like, did you want to kind of like protect your own field of autonomy to lead your life the way that you want to? Is that what it was?
I think that was part of it. And also I was already angry, and I just didn't want to get involved with anyone else in that particular moment.
Yeah, you wanted to conserve your energy for the problem that you were already having with the child.
Right.
So it may be that there are some situations in which you cannot actually create the connection that you want with the other person.
But I've been to so many workshops, Miki.
So you really would like to believe that it's always possible to create connection with another person.
That's what I've been leading myself to understand.
Mm-hmm. So it's very subtle, but if you keep persisting in this kind of context, you're actually making a demand for connection. Yeah. You see, you're insisting that she connect with you, whether or not it works for her. And really the fundamental principle is that you want to really hold everybody's needs with care. And to me, it's very clear what her needs are. Now, in the moment when she says, you can help by minding your own business, it may not be clear what's going on for her, because I can imagine, just think about it. If you're trying to approach somebody because you want to help them, and they basically say, buzz off, that's not fun. That's happened to me many times. It's not fun. So you need to do something inside in order to have at least connection with yourself, because I don't have a sense that you can reach her in this moment. So can you walk us through what you might do internally so that you let her have her life and walk out of the scene with your own integrity and heart satisfied with how you acted?
You'd like me to do that?
Yeah.
Well, for starters, I'll say that I'm disappointed because I was I kind of got my courage up in the moment, you know, instantaneously to approach a stranger and to offer my skills is what I was hoping to offer, and to kind of, it was looking like a sad situation. I felt sad seeing what I was seeing, and I thought maybe I could cause something different to happen. So I was wanting to make a contribution, and I was wanting to facilitate some harmony or some different kind of connection. And I'm disappointed that it didn't go at all the way I was hoping. So yeah, that's where I'd start for me.
Yeah. So just acknowledging to yourself, being grounded in where you were coming from, just your own motivation, just remembering what's
Right.
important to you in the moment.
Right. Yeah. And there's a little bit of, oh, I should have known better. There's a little bit of that voice coming up that it was foolish to even try, and you know, I was sticking my nose into someone else's business, and you shouldn't do that. You know, there's some of those voices. So I guess I'm wanting to listen to that. I guess something about, there's maybe something for me to learn from this, or something that I haven't quite got clear yet. And
Is it that you're wanting to have like maybe more discernment
right.
internally about being able to kind of like look at a situation and assess the likelihood?
Yeah, more discernment and more space, like to give myself at least a second to make a decision. Now I'm assessing that I didn't really give myself any space to take a breath before starting to speak.
I'm wondering, now that you're saying this, I'm wondering if you were agitated about what you saw.
Oh yeah, it's one of the things I least like to see in the world, is children being spoken to in a way that I judge as harsh or
Yeah.
aggressive.
Because I imagine, you know, if we, as we kind of like delve more deeply into this, that in some subliminal way she might have picked that up, that there was some kind of an edge, that there wasn't like a genuine flow of wanting to help her, that it was more like, I'm coming to help you because I really want to protect that child. That
Yeah.
somehow there's some sense that she's wrong. Is
Yeah.
that there?
Oh yeah, I was protecting the child against the nasty, aggressive lady
Yeah.
who happens to be the child's mother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I can imagine that it might have flowed differently if you had like ease inside yourself about seeing her distress. I'm just imagining, and I'm curious actually to check with you if we can rewind to that first moment. If Dawn here had said something like, "Bad day, huh?" If that might have been easier to hear.
Oh, that's interesting. I think maybe so. I think maybe so, because the offer to help didn't feel like it was to help me really.
Yeah.
So yeah, maybe.
Because that, you know, behind every parent that is being harsh to their child, there is stress and desperation and helplessness about how to manage an impossible life that parents have in this society. Because it's all on the one parent to deal with a child. The entire structure of extended family, village, neighbors, all of that we used to have is not there. So she is all alone here having to deal with this child. It's and probably has work, husband, maybe 2 other children at home. It's not an easy situation. So if I can have a real, genuine care for that, the flow of energy would be different.
Yeah.
Rings true for you?
Yeah, definitely. I was not taking everyone into account. I was taking me into account and the child into account.
Yes.